you, mate. Happy New Year. 304 down under.
Hey, 304 down under. I'm glad my little Antron's making it to there today. You're sounding good up here on the Gulf Islands.
Yeah, good on you, Joe. Yeah, your audio is crystal clear. Yeah, I'll give you a 5 in the audio, and it's about a 5 signal, so 5 and 5 at the minute. You did peak a little bit higher than that a few overs prior. But the main thing is I'm hearing you, mate. Top of the new year too. I hope you had a good break there with the family and kids and XYL and all the crew. And yeah, mate, and you're probably embracing for a winter. And yeah, all the best for 2024, man. Over to you.
Yeah, it was good to hear you out there, 304. I got you lighting up all the bars on the little Uniden Bearcat here. I'm usually on the RCI when I talk to you, but decided to talk on this little mobile Bearcat here hooked up to the Antron. And I tell you what, you came in there so loud, you're shaking the radio room.
Yeah, okay, you're running one of the modern Uniden Bearcat transceivers. Yeah, I know the ones. Yeah, they're sort of a recent release, aren't they? With the LED display as a signal meter. They're quite elaborate looking little Charlie Baker, a little bit different than the ones we grew up with, that's for sure, Joe. And it's working fine. It's actually more stable on transmit than your typical RCI. They tend to drift quite a bit, but that thing's rock solid, over.
Hey, Roger, on that there. Yeah, this is the Uniden Bearcat 980. Bought it probably about 2 years ago, brand new. It's a nice little radio. It's all stock and everything. There's no fancy stuff put into it, but hey, I tell you what, it seems to work okay. It's definitely pulling you in real nice here, man. Like I say, your signal is top notch, 10 over.
Yeah, copy, Joe. I think those ones have got the little Bluetooth mic over.
Yeah, it's got a little mic, and it's got the it's also got channel display where it's got the frequency counter and the channel that you're on, but it also, you can change the color of the actual display on it to, I think it's got 3 or 4 different colors you can change it to.
Yeah, copy, yeah, and it means you can work DX from the toilet, from the bar, from your car, wherever you take that little Bluetooth mic, mate, you'll always be able to finish your overs there, Joe. Hi.
Right on. Well, I tell you what, 304, Wendy used to have this in her vehicle, and she bought it. She had it in her CRV Honda, and she bought a Toyota RAV4, and she says, no, I don't want any radio in my new vehicle, so she gave it to me.
Sounds like a fair deal to me, mate. But like I said, typically I hear a couple of customers on old Rangers. One of them's Alfred in Hawaii, and one of them's yourself. And as good as they are, you typically got to chase the VFO around for whoever you're listening to on them. They're a little bit unstable until they heat up and warm up a little bit, or vice versa. I can't remember, but yeah, typically I have to chase you a little bit on receive. But that thing's rock solid and stable, and the audio is nice and clear and crisp to DX. So I'd call it a winner, mate. Even with the little hot plate you're running there, the beam and the conditions are doing all the heavy lifting for you, Joe. Over.
Hey, Roger, on that there, appreciate it. Yeah, no, it seems to be working okay. Yeah, I know what you mean about the RCIs. I have 2 of them, and I find they do drift a little bit until they do warm up, especially that 2980 I have. I like the radio, but like you say, this is more rock solid, stable on frequency.
No, it really is, and it's always good to grab out another radio and work some DX. It changes as good as a holiday, Joe. And it's working, man. Hopefully, probably most people are going back to work. It's Monday morning here in Australia, so there's not a great deal of people on radio. But if they're out there, mate, I'm sure they'll hear you in the next few moments. I just thought I'd take the opportunity while the windows were open to talk across to the West Coast. Conditions have been very unpredictable as normal here on 11 metres. Just good to touch base with you for the new year, Joe. Just got back from vacation myself, or as you guys call it, a week on holidays for the summer. I'll talk to you soon, Joe. Always good to catch up with you, mate. I'll keep rolling across, and we'll catch you back on the RCI another day, and maybe on the other system, who knows. And yeah, good to catch up with you on the band, mate. Over.
All right, buddy. Hey, all the best to you, and all the best in 2024, man. Always good to talk with you, and we'll talk hopefully sooner than later. So cheers and 73s to you and your family. Until we talk again there, bro, from down under. Always good to hear. I talk to my Australian friends, and I'm glad we can make it on this little rinky-dinky radio in my little Antron. UDX 791 Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. We're waving to you, bro. Cheers to you. Have a good night.
Did you say you're on the vertical on the Bearcat, over?
Yeah, I'm on an Antron 99.
Okay, you should plug that thing into the beam, over.
I know. I should plug it into the beam. I'm just on my little Antron right now, and the Antron is probably about 25 feet off the ground.
I had a funny feeling with the QSB that you might have been back there's always something in the future that can happen, so I don't know what you're going to do for the rest of the day, but we might hear you before we take off to work, Joe. I'm back on the Yagi, no doubt. Talk to you soon, mate. Congratulations on the vertical and the Bearcat, and I'd say it's quite reasonable power. Not your regular self, but the conditions are in there, Joe. All the best. 7-3 from the East Coast of Australia.
All right, 73s, buddy. 304. Cheers and beers from UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We'll talk soon.
A304, Australia 428 in the mobile, British Columbia, wave and a hand.